eliminate me. We put down the process. Got them, if you allow the selection, you will get 0 or 1. And if you do that, then you are going to...
The former Lagos State Swan chairman, that is very well.
You are required to bring 5 male 100 meters runners, 5 female 100 meters runners. Simple. Yes, and no, for instance, in swimming, we have a case where you cannot compete in more than one other, events in swimming. So because what you see before is one person doing 7, 8, 9. No, build new talents. So for instance, in this one, every state is coming with 270 athletes. But this is one of the cardinal principles and objectives of our proposal, because we want to curb age cheating, we want to stop as much as possible the issues of mercenaries, and so on and so forth, using the Niger Delta Games as a platform to start that. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to start it.
In boxing, Tony Koyingwachi is the head scout, and I tell you, the next boxers, he said we should give him 1 year. Then 1 year, Niger Delta Sports Festival, now Games, would have produced the next set of boxers that we have been looking forward to. But again, we had a challenge, and that challenge was going to Port Harcourt. In our heads, there was a high performance center somewhere, but it didn't work. But what is certain is that we are reducing the age, or the ages of these athletes, from what it used to be to under 20, and at the end of the day, Nigerians will know that we mean business.
Yeah, you're welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I'm Ken Ochonogo, and like you just saw the Niger Delta Games. Yeah, Niger Delta Sport Festival, Niger Delta Games. We have the National Sport Festival. That one started in 1973. With Niger Delta Games. This is second year of the games, and it is looking that something have to, probably they will achieve some of those things. It doesn't sound well. In 2012, there are things that just when they enter your head, they go nowhere. In 2012, we went to the Olympics, and then it was 0-0-0. No gold, no silver, no bronze. We went to Paris again. You understand? From London to Paris, I don't know whether because of the proximity, that was why. We still ended there, we came back empty-handed. No gold, no silver, no bronze. I think the last time we got, the last Olympics before that one, we got a silver courtesy of Blessed Obodo Dudu, and then the other time it was in Rio, it was just a bronze medal, courtesy of Samson Siasia's dream team. So the journey has not been, what we'll expect for a team that, got 2 gold medals, numerous silver right there in 1996 in Atlanta, Choma Joma and the Golden Boys, So it is what we are saying, that probably we need to go back, and this is the only way to go back. It is not by, speaking grammar somewhere. It is by going to the grassroots, discover them, nurture them, and then that is the thing. So if you have the resources and put them right, our sports should not be accidental. Our sports should not be able to, okay, fine, it is charitable. We are saying, look, make a career out of your talent. And that is what the Niger Delta Games is all about. I know there's also the Southwest Games. I don't know how far that has been going. I followed it for some time, but I will see if that one is still on. So we have the Niger Delta Games, the Southwest and Sport Festival of Southwest Games, and then probably the Central, each of the regions, 6 regions, not just politics. Let it not be, they are geopolitical regions, but we should, map them out for sports. And let's all see when we congregate, right there in Benin. I'll see if I'll be there. I'll see if I'll be there. That will be in next year, February. That is when this will be kicking off. But, over the week, there was some cheering news coming in, for our Amazons. I mean, the week before, it was Olufunke Oshonaike, being, incorporated. Yes, as a member of the IOC Athletes Committee. And then another, we were still basking on that. And one of the most successful powerlifters we've ever had, she went to the Olympics, she went to the Islamic Games, she went everywhere, she's been performing, she went to the African, the World Championship, breaking records here and there, you just have to look at Folashade, Olufunke and said, what is this? And then the Paralympic, the World Paralympic Federation said, you are good enough to join. Come and be a member of the Athletes Committee too. So our Amazons, forget, no matter how I look at it, I think our wives, our daughters, our sisters, our Amazons are doing out so much proud. And there is no better way. We'll see how we can celebrate them on the show today. We didn't go to the World Cup, but that does not mean that we are not following the World Cup. The draws have been out, and then the cities, we all know the countries that will be taking place. You see, the first time 3 nations will be hosting. And of course, Canada, Mexico, and US of A, people are crying over how much it is for them to go and watch. For us, probably, if Super Eagles they play, what do? We just sit down, and watch. But we'll cover the games for you. We'll see how much we can go here on Channels Television to bring those images to your views, right, to your living rooms, whatever you want to watch it, you're in any cozy area that you believe you could follow the game, especially the African teams. We've not gone there and disappointed. In '78, we know what the Tunisians did when they touched the Mexicans. That was in Argentina '78. The Moroccans, we know what they did when they went there. That the team of Aziz Boudebola, Boudozaki, Mary Crimo, the African Pele. We know what those guys did when they represented us too. That was in '86 in Mexico. So a lot of history. When the Super Eagles went there, we saw Rashidi Yekini from that pass from Ofinede George tearing, Allah Akbar, trying to tear the net and say we have arrived at the World Cup, trouncing Bulgaria, who went on to play in the semi-final by 3-0. So it is not what we see. We are not there this year does not mean if we recoup. We were good enough, like I said, we were good enough in 1994 to have almost gotten to the final or win the trophy, because we lost to the Italians, who played in the final, and you remember it went into extra time. They couldn't beat us in 90 minutes, and that tells you how good that team was. The Bulgarians that also played in the semi-final, we beat them by 3 goals. So of the 4 teams that were in the semi-finals, I mean, we were better than the 4th team, and almost as good as they played in the final. But that is history. We talk about today, not tomorrow. We've not qualified, and the matter ends there. But then the AFCON comes on in 7 days' time. You can count them on your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Today is 14th. By the 21st of this month, the Africa will congregate right there. 24 teams out of the 54. So 30 teams will be at home to watch, while 24 teams will be in Morocco. I also get this, that FIFA has 211 members, while Africa has 54 of those 211. So it tells you why we are sending about 9.5 teams. But if DR Congo does that, it will be 10 teams coming out from Africa. But we want to look at, before we get in touch with my guests who are waiting to join us from the other parts of Lagos, and my also colleagues who are on their way. Okay, we are getting ready, because we are getting ready. I can see when you see a beautiful morning and you see a beautiful face. Why not? Ken, myself fine small, but then I'm not fine, Richard. So we'll talk about that when we get there. The AFCON started in 1957. In 1957, with 3 teams. 3 teams started this journey. They were just like the first World Cup. They were invited, and then Ethiopia of Haile Selassie, I mean, the country that was never colonized in Africa, and then Africa used that as to let everything stays there. So that is where it all started in 1957, and the Ethiopians were, the Sudanese and the Egyptians, and that journey from 3 teams in 1957. We'll show you the chronicles. We'll show you the chronicles before we join our legend. In 1957, there were 3 teams, and then by 1962, those 3 teams, got into 4 teams. They invited, a team to join them, and they say we are now 4. So now from semi-final they play. All right, that is what I was asking for. You can see it that in 1957 there were 3 teams. 62 there were 4 teams. By 1968 we multiplied by 2, progressed from 4 teams to 8 teams, and it was so for a very long time. 8 teams. I remember they even came in 1980 when Nigeria hosted and won. It was 8 teams, So we're moving from the 3 teams to 4 teams, from 4 teams, from 4 teams to 8 teams. That is how it has been, to 8 teams. And then from 8 teams in 1968, we moved to 12 teams. We moved to 12 teams in 1992. You remember that 1992 when the Ivorians, Yo Marshall, I remember that, the Marshall song, the Marshall music went on in 1992. And then that was when we have 12 teams. And by 1996, we moved from 12 to 16. And then right now, we didn't add 4, we just added 8. Bam! I'll move from 2019 till date, it is now 24 teams. So like I said, we have 54 countries in Africa. And out of that 54, 24 has qualified to be right there in Morocco playing. The Moroccans today are not just the mecca of football, they are the center of excellence, because as at the last World Cup, they made Africa proud, knocking out the Portuguese, getting to the semi-finals of the World Cup, and telling the world that Africa has arrived. Africa has arrived. They made it possible. They have the facilities, they have the facilitators, they have the money. And I tell you this, it's going to be an AFCON to behold. We hosted in 1980. We also hosted, partially hosted, or how do they say it? We co-hosted, yes, we co-hosted in the year 2000. Okay, also, let me just take you before I bring in my guest and then my co-presenters who are all in the house. The prize money moved from the year 2000, from $500,000, that's how much they paid the winner, to in 2010, it moved to $1 million, a lot of money that time. And then from there, we are all moving from 1 million to 4.5 million. And that was in 2019. And then from 2023 till now, we are now talking about $7 million. So if the Super Eagles are able to beat everybody and pick that trophy, it is, 7 million. But if they just get to the finals and then $4 million, do not multiply by 1,400 and something to get the Naira equivalent. Just say 4 million will be coming. But I prefer the 7 to the 4. All right. Before we go and meet our guests who are joining us, I have my people in the house. Today is a white Sunday. I don't understand what is happening. But Jim is in the house.
More than a striking coincidence.
Una explain.
You explain.
We got the memo from you.
You got the memo from me. You got the memo from me. Oh,
that's why you are the anchor.
We have Jim in the house, and then we have the creamy one. She's feeling very creamy today. Sissy, how are you?
After dragging me on set, right?
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm happy that Super Eagles camp opened today, this morning, and Francis Uzoho was the first to arrive. They arrived 2 a.m. This morning. And then just some minutes ago, less than an hour ago, we have Stanley Wambali. He also arrived camp. So we have just 2 players at the moment.
So the 2 goalkeepers,
two goalkeepers are in already. So maybe Amas Obasoke will join them maybe much later.
And then start from the goalkeepers to the defenders.
And then we know the strikers already arrived late now. Victor Osimhen and the likes, Demola Lookman, we know when they're coming. Yeah, and most of them, the thing is, most of them are playing. Some of them are playing today. Most of them played yesterday. We saw what Samuel Chukwueze, the fantastic pass he had for that 3rd goal, Fulham, Kevin Bassey also scoring. And Tolu Arokodare, I was wondering, he missed out of the AFCON and he's scoring his first goal in the Premier League.
Uche Crisantos also making sure he scores. But for Tolu, his first goal is a statement, really. It has to be a statement.
I love the goal. I love the goal because I watched
Kevin Bassey, right?
No, I'm talking about Tolu's goal first.
Okay, Tolu's.
I mean, why he just, he flicked it. I mean, keep on it. That can go.
Your eye is bitter now because of the team he scored against.
No, I think
we all know what we are doing.
Yeah, I think he's actually sending a statement to everyone that look, I know I can do better, but they haven't given him the time. But when it comes to the national team, Nigerians, we are so fickle. we are fickle and also impatient when it comes to these players. We don't give them the time for them to actually stabilize and start giving us what they are capable of. And I'm happy Paul Onuachu is back in the mix.
That's the result of the fact that football is
inconsistency. We don't have a structure.
You know, very unstable. So it's only normal.
If you have a structure,
so when you have that opportunity, make the best use of it. You saw what happened with Benjamin Fredericks, right? Now we call him a star player. Despite the fact that he has less than 10 games.
And when the moment when he started for the first, people were jittery. I said,
where is he coming from? But he's been able to.
He has not established himself. At the shortest of time, said, I am quality. People are not asking, where is he? Where is he not in the team?
But he's injured, so we're wishing him quick recovery so we can, see more of him next year.
Okay, can we see if we can see a glimpse of the 2028 team list? I don't know, because there was abracadabra somewhere from 54 to 28. We don't know how it was pruned. But Jimmy, just take the names and leave their club.
Okay, Stanley Wabali, Amas Obasuge, Francis Uzo.
Okay, it's only Amas that is yet to come.
You have in the defense, you have Calvin Bassi, Shamilogo Ajayi, Bright Sai Samuel, and Bruno Yemachi as the defenders. You have more of it. Chidozie Awanziem is back. Zaidu Sanusi, Igor Ogbu, and Ryan Alebiosho is also there.
Okay.
In the midfield, Alex Iwobi, Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi, Raphael Onyedika, Tochukwu Nnadi, Fisayo Dele Bashiru, Ebenezer Akinsomiro, Usman Mohammed.
He's playing in Israel. Okay. Forwards?
Yeah, then forwards, Ademola Lookman, of course. Samuel Chukwueze, Victor Osimhen, Moses Simon, and Chidera Ejuke. So move over, you still have another player from Sevilla, Ako Adams, Paul Onuachu, Siri Desas, and Salim Fago Lawal.
Okay, Paul Onuachu and Cyril Desas has been one controversial people saying this guy has been doing so well. Okay, these are the first timers to the
Ryan
team.
Alebiosho, Osman Mohammed, Ebenezer Akinsomiro, Tochukwu Nnadi, Salim Fagulawa.
Okay, all right. We'll just take that because, of course, those are returnees, Francis Uzo, Igor Ogbu, and then Paul Onuachu. But okay, our guest is ready. So let's see, we're going to another part of Lagos, and probably, I don't know where it is, Sulere or somewhere, but she will tell us when we join, she is ready. I know she's in Nigeria, I tell you. She sneaked into the country, and then I said, look, no matter diamond made they hide now, even if you put her for mud, you go see her. Well, she sneaked in, and then we caught her. But then when you are there, if IOC see, why me I not go to see you? We have the legend in the house once more. She's reaching us on. So in Lagos, you let us know. I told her I would take her to somewhere to go and eat some bowl of amala. But then we shared. There are some people called Shita. There's people called Shita in Sulere. But I want to take her to somewhere she has not been before. I know she has been to Shita before. Okay, we have Olufunke Oshonaike. 7 times Olympian. Some they go on Olympia, but they'll take capital letter right only for in front of their name. She's been there. She's been there 7 times. In Paris, she tried. She campaigned. She wanted to enter into that committee. Then, by whiskers, she missed it. But then said, "When you are good, you are good." And I also says, "No. You are worthy to be there." And then they just appointed her, as a member of the IOC Athletes Committee. It's a pleasure for us here, myself, Sisi, and Jimmy, to welcome you to the show. Our legendary Olufunke Oshonaike. Hello.
Good morning. Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, good morning. I never eat amala. I've been so sick. I've not been able. Maybe today I'll eat amala before I go back to my base, back home. I don't even know where it's home anymore. Well, thank you for having me anyway.
You don't know where it's home. I told you now. You see, not eating because if you ever said, look, come and take me to this amala. You see, I'm a special amala joint. I want to say it before the whole world to hear. I would have taken you, and then all this, I'm sick. You don't get choice. You have to be healthy. No. Talk now. Would they hear you?
No. I don't get choice. I wish I've been able to actually fight the diarrhea, and fever. I've not been able to. I remember coming to Nigeria. I told my friend, thank God I'm leaving this cold weather to go to warm weather and go and eat homemade food.
Okay.
Look at Funke now. For 1 week. It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not.
Okay. I don't know where we should start from. But I want to start from the middle, not behind, not forward or forward. But my guys also will throw in the questions. I remember you putting all your effort, putting all your energy, right there in Paris. Were you disappointed at the end of the day, or did you see hope at the end of the tunnel?
No, not at all. I was not disappointed. I came seventh. I garnered a lot of votes. Even though I campaigned from 8 o'clock till 8 o'clock in the hot summer in Paris, it was tough for me. And Olympians, some of them are so proud, and even to talk to them, it was very hard. Some of them shut me down, but Funke, Funke now, I'm a legend now, and I'm a superstar too. I never gave up. So sometimes when I just start like this, my name is Funke Oshonaike, I'm a 7-time Olympian, and that's it. I'm just be like, wow, 7 times. I don't get them now, So I was not disappointed. I got a lot of votes from the Olympians. I didn't qualify to be one of the 4 then that qualified, but I never gave up because I heard back then that they were still going to appoint some athletes. In my mind, I said, maybe or maybe not. And look at it, IOC, Funke Oshonaike.
All right, IOC. That is, you cannot go higher than being in the International Olympic Committee. You guys are the ones that does everything, making this law. So when we see Nigerians over there and say, okay, fine, you'll be recognized, based on your qualification, not by lobbying, then it becomes you can see those who have been put there. Funke, you see that there with her table tennis. They didn't show the tennis, but you can see she's concentrating. She was looking at the board, and I think this is where she was trying to serve. This is where she's trying to serve, and then the IOC, in this letter that you are seeing there, they said Olufunke Oshonaike, Nigeria table tennis, competed in 7 consecutive editions of the Olympic Games. 7 consecutive. From Atlanta in '96 to Tokyo in 2020. She is a member of both the Nigerian National Olympic Committee and the Nigerian Table Tennis Association. So, but right now, she is a member of the IOC Athletes Commission. And so when after Paris, and then did you get a phone call, you got an email, or you got a letter? How were you notified that you are now a member of the IOC Athletes Commission?
I actually got a phone call. One of the members called me and asked me, okay, how are you? How have you been after Olympics? How have you been doing? And I told them, okay, it's fine. Funke is a nurse now, working hard to make ends meet, and they were trying to use style to ask me if Funke is still interested to be a member of OCAC, and I told them, wow, I wanted to be the voice of athletes all over the world. That's why I came to Paris to actually campaign. And the woman was like, okay, we shall see what is going to happen. And I said, okay, thank you for calling. And after 3 days, I just got the email that, okay, the IOC president, Christie, has appointed me to be one of the 23 member of IOC Athletic Commission. And yes, and that's it. Actually, before that time, I've been so sad. A lot of things have been happening to my life, and I've wanted to just get out of Germany. I wanted the good news. And when that came, I said, it's time to just go home and just have some fun. And I'm here. I'm happy, but kind of a little bit sick. But it's good to be home to celebrate with my people, with my family, concerning this appointment. And don't forget, I'm the first Nigeria, to be appointed to this committee. The first Nigerian to have witnessed 7-time Olympic, and the first Nigeria to be in IOCAC. I'm so very, very delighted. I'm very happy about it.
Okay, like I said, we have a team in the house. Jim is here, and then also somebody, maybe, I don't know, is there IOC that she will be? I don't know the one she will put her. But Sisi is also here. You guys, your questions?
Yeah, Funke, I know this is big. This is really big for you because, I mean, as you mentioned, the Paris, the campaign, all the things you went through. But there are actually some people who supported you. You know, I read one of your pieces when you mentioned Olumide Oyedeji. You know, what was the role that he actually played, you know, during your campaign in Paris, and also supporting you while preparing for this particular job, being the first Nigerian to get into the IOC Athletics Commission?
Actually, Olumide, I call him my twin, he supported me from the beginning. He was the one that actually put in my name and just be like, Funke, you can do it. I said, Olumide, you don't share now, what is happening? He said, come on, Funke, you have to always believe in yourself. Olumide is somebody actually that I look up to. I like him so much. So we actually started with 100 athletes all over the world. When I saw it and I saw the names, I was like, Funke Oshonaike from Nigeria. With all this, so from 100 athletes, Funke, don't worry. Come on, believe in yourself and trust yourself. Okay, from 100, it was brought down to 30 athletes. Then this 30 athletes, we have to go to Paris to campaign. At Paris, I was like, I saw everybody and I got scared. I never liked politics. Politics, it has never been my thing. And one thing about campaigning is that you only have to use your voice. You can't give them ordinary pain. If you give them ordinary pain or ordinary pain, that is like trying to bribe them, you know, so you have to use my voice. I only kept, you know, supporting me, even going to other village. You know, it's not only the Games Village in Paris that we have other venues and we have other village. And Olumide just kept telling me, Funke, don't worry, I'm talking to some of my friends to vote for you. So he really, even when I didn't even made it to the final four, he still was there at the village and just be like, Funke, don't worry, you put in your best. Come on, look at it, you came seventh. You know, you never know. So when I actually called Olumide to tell him the big news, I was told about the news before the announcement, but they told me not to tell anybody. You know, but I was so eager headed before then. I just had to call Olumide and just be like, Olumide, you can't believe it. This has happened. Funke has been appointed. She said, I told you. Apart from Olumide, you know, some other people supported me too. I won't lie to you. Because I remember then all the footballers, all the athletes or Nigerian athletes that were in the village back then, they all rallied around me. They were all talking to other athletes, you know, in their different sports. You know, I remember the FA secretary. I remember Aisha Falode. She called me too. I just like, okay, don't worry. I'm talking to the girls, and the girls are talking to all the football. You know, the girls were playing everywhere. They kept talking to all the other, you know, teammates, their teammates. And I remember the basketballer too. Oh my God, Funke is truly love. And look at me now. This victory is not only for me; it's for all of us, all the Nigerians that voted for me, all the Nigerians that rally around for me to get voted for, and all the athletes, all the Olympians at the village. Thank you to all of them. I'm so happy.
Final question from me before they take over. You know, Christy Coventry has always said that the essence of this commission is to always remember that athletes are the focus, the heart of the IOC. So what are some of the changes you want to bring in to actually ensure that we are having that, not just at that international level, but also back home here?
Oh my God, back home you have to, you are very, because they say charity begins at home, you know. I need the IOC on here because we are the voice of all the athletes all over the world. But I can see that a lot of Africans are going through more than all the other ones, yes, in the Western world. And part of it, it's funding, you know. And most of us, we don't get prepared early. We don't get prepared early. If there's actually a way they can actually focus on the athletes, you understand, I'll be very, very happy, and I'll be able to actually still tell them what the athletes are going through in Nigeria. Having there, I've done that. There are lots of things I'm going to do, but it's not something that I have to start talking about right now. You know, I know what is going on in Nigeria, and I'm there to fight for them, but I cannot only focus on Nigerian athletes alone. Because as we have our problems in Nigeria, with the other ones too with their problems. So I have to make sure that I try to talk to all the athletes all over the world and listen to them and talk to the IOC and be like, what is happening? How can we help all these athletes around the world? Like the first thing for me is just the funding for athletes in Africa. It's very, very important because the athletes in the Western world, they get everything. They get more preparation than the athletes in Nigeria or in Africa. So I just hope that they will be more focused on athletes in Nigeria and Africa.
All right, Funke, we are going on a very, very short break. Drink some, take a glass of water, sip it in. We'll be right back with this interview. Yeah. Okay. Are you welcome back? Still Channel Sport on Sunday. A full house. Wayemi Ajala just joined us. Okay, you're welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure having me, Ken.
Yeah. We also have the legend as our guest. Forget even tell us where she come from, sir. We have our guest, and when we bring her back in, she will let us know where she is. I know. She will go know that she's in Lagos. I'm very sure of that.
You won't track her.
I'm telling you, the truth is, I don't know whether the White Sunday has started. Because while I was talking to Jimmy and Sisi, they all on white. When walked in, he's also on white. Do I pull this? I don't know. Okay. We've been going through, what has been going on, and we have Olufunke Oshonaike right there, a member of the IOC, athletes committee, and that is what the talk has been all about. But then we also looking at AFCON and other things because of course our leagues are on. Okay, I think Funke is back. Funke will just have a new member of the team coming to the house, Wayemi Ajala. All right. Coming into the house for you. So, but before he throws his own question, I want to ask you this. Your journey did not start in 1996. You made your debut at the Olympics in 1996. But for those who want to be the next Funke Oshonaike, I know how popular table tennis used to be in Lagos. I don't know if it is the same way it was, because every street then were playing tennis in the street in the 70s and 80s. And I think Lagos and Kwara probably are, used to be the center of tennis in Nigeria. How did the journey to stardom, yes, I'm sorry to use that word, but that is what it is. You are a star. How did the journey to stardom, when did it begin? How and where?
You said it. My journey started on the street of Shomolu, Lagos State. Okay. I remember back then I used to play on the Sokawe. You know what they call Sokawe?
Yeah.
Alpata Street in Shomolu, to be precise. I started playing, on the Sokawe with my brother. Then I moved to the normal table tennis board. And back then, you remember, you said it earlier on, that we were having table tennis board all over Lagos. So, you know what we normally do then? They would just take me to different places that they don't believe that women can play table tennis, and they would gamble on me, and I would bring a lot of money back home. That used to be fun before somebody discovered me on the streets of Lagos, and I was actually taken to Roe Park Center, and that's exactly our dear Roe Park. That's how Funke started. And then I started representing my primary school, community primary school in Shomolu. From there, I started representing my secondary school to Igbobi Girls High School. And from there, my first competition was when I was 14 years old in Ghana. I went to Nigeria. I went to Ghana to represent. I went to Ghana to play on the 15 or the 16 table tennis champions and African championship in Ghana. Then 16 or 17 years I became Nigerian champion. 17 or 18 years I became African champion, and I've won so many medals for my country. From there, my first Olympic, you said it earlier on, to Atlanta 96, and Atlanta 96 to the next one, to the next one, the next one. The toughest for me was Tokyo 2020. It was very, very tough. You know, that was during the COVID area, you know, and Funke, don't they grow old back then now? Let me not forget. So qualifying was very, very tough, and I remember back then too, I just had an operation and it was really tough for me. But thank God. But my dream was just African, you need to try. You need to join the 7th club. Toriola has already joined the 7th club. You need to do that. You need to be the first woman to do that. I trained her, you know, but yeah. And you know the other story.
Okay, when we ask the next question, but I want to add, you answer 2 questions at once because I want to add 1 question before we add that. Okay. After your table tennis, after, you know, at Tokyo, you decided you want to go to school. You want to be a nurse. Today you are a qualified nurse. But I don't know. You know with some syringes there to start giving us injection. But I know you are not a nurse. How challenging was it? You understand? You know, going to school at such an advanced age. You know, in Germany. But Okwe will also add the same question, so you answer both questions together.
Okay. Good afternoon, Funke. Mine is just how to encourage other people because the Funke I know is the Funke that plays against the crowd. I remember the Bonvita in the 90s, yourself and Bimbo Nwabani in the final, and it was like the whole crowd was rooting for Bimbo, while I think 7 of us were just screaming Funke, Funke. So how do you encourage a young girl coming into sport and of course has her back against the wall? Funke always playing against the crowd.
Okay, let me answer the first one first. Funke that is now a nurse. Going back to school was tough, very, very tough for me. You said it earlier on as an elderly woman. It was very tough. And being with the younger ones in the class together, yes, like my kids at home, it was really tough. And apart from that, I never liked anatomy and physiology when I was in the University of Lagos studying physical and health education. And you can just now imagine to go back to school at 46, 47 and be learning anatomy and physiology in German. Oh my God. It was very, very tough for me. But one thing about Funke is that Funke doesn't give up. Funke is a fighter, you know. If you come to my room, you will see different books on my bed. And I kept telling my kids then, look at mommy and YouTube. You understand, you have to be serious in everything you're doing. Because one thing about me, if I put my hands on to do something, I just don't want to pass. I wanted to pass with flying colors. Even though I remember my classmates, they kept telling me, Funke, just pass. The most important is you pass. I said, no, I just want to pass with flying colors. When you get to a stage, I kept telling myself, I just want to pass because the stress was too much. And before you know what is happening to me, menopause symptoms started dealing with me. I started having brain fog. You know, my teachers will be teaching me and I'll just be looking like a dummy that what is this woman talking about? Oh my God, it was very, very it was tough, but thank God I survived it and I passed with flying colors. Everybody, they were all very, very proud of me. And Funke be the oldest in the class.
Okay, all right. Best question. No, best
question. Yes, the other. Of course, I can never forget that Funke playing against the crowd. God bless my father. You and the other 7 people supporting me.
No way.
Look up my daddy every time. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes. Go on. Okay. Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
Every time I'm playing and I just look at my daddy and I see my daddy supporting me and.
All right. That is what Funke has been saying. I mean, playing against the wall, encouragement from her father.
You know what I'm trying to. What I'm trying to say. that are out there, please, no matter the situation, no matter what the world is throwing at you, don't ever forget that they are making you very, very strong. Funke is strong today because of everything she grew up with. Even though the life is still telling me a lot of things, I'm still learning a lot of different things in life. You know, people will always be there to throw a lot of things at you, but please don't give up. Look at her right now. Yes, I've been there, I've done that. Oh my God, Nigeria trained me, to tell you the fact, Nigerian trained me.
Okay. All right. We also see if it is possible for us to open the lines. Those of you want to call in and ask Funke 1 or 2 questions because we have maybe another 15 more minutes or so to go. So, but Jimmy, you have any question for
question for Funke,
for the legend?
Our legend. Just to commend her for our resilience, our tenacity, our dedication to not only our cause, the cause of other athletes, and that's exactly why she's the best fit for that position. And you just have to commend her for, how she's been able to go about her business, and eventually she's able to convert adversity to prosperity. So, way to go, Funke.
Okay, adversity to prosperity. Funke, did you also do that when you were in Germany, when you were in class? Did you convert all those headache and everything? Okay, like I said. All right, we have Mazi Okora from Abia. Mazi, Funke, we have some boy caller. Just wait. Maybe you heard what the person is going to say. Hello, Mazi. Hello, Mazi Okora. Hello.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, you are clear now. You are clear.
Yeah, good afternoon, my sister Funke. Yeah, like what you was asking about sister Funke. I want to see that now that you have arrived. You see, all those areas, all those villages, or those areas you were going to learn. What do you have in mind to inject to all those areas where you grew up as a beginner? So that in future, people from that will say, yes, our mentor, you are from this place, and you come up abroad. And our primary school, secondary school, that in Nigeria, what do you think that you can inject so that the junior ones will pick up and be like you? Even though they do, they will not come, but by the grace of God, they will be like you, but they need training and encouragement. What plans do you have for them? Our secondary school or even industry? Good afternoon, Mazi Okora from United States.
All right.
Thank you very much for this question. I remember last year I actually went back to my primary school and then I did a competition for them, Yes. My secondary school, I've not been able to go there because every time I come to Nigeria, it's just like breathe in and breathe out, but I'm actually planning something with, do they call them Alma Mater or something like that? Their WhatsApp, yes. I'm in their WhatsApp group. I thought I would be able to meet some of them this time around, but for the fact that since I came back, I've had fever and diarrhea. And then, I've not been able to, but by the special grace of God, I have a lot of things in mind that I'm planning, by next year. I actually have a lot of things in mind that I'm planning for, the city of Lagos. Yeah, I started in Lagos. The city of Lagos, how we can have a lot of table tennis almost everywhere in school, not on the street, because table tennis is no more allowed on the street of Lagos. There's something in my head that I'm actually planning what I've seen in Germany. Sometimes it's not all about having a table tennis board in the hall, because like I heard from somebody, it's not all primary school or secondary school that has the table tennis hall. But if they don't have table tennis hall, then get outside now. Yeah. So we can actually do something outside that, the kids can actually come outside and be playing table tennis. Table tennis is really suffering in Nigeria, and I know Sisi, my dear Sisi, can see what is happening with the girls in Nigeria. It's really unfortunate.
Okay, maybe one of these you and Sisi will play because the next probably I'll put Sisi and Sisi will ask you. Maybe you and Sisi will go and play in those streets. Those streets that your brothers were taking you to go and beat those boys.
I cannot remember the street anymore.
Okay, you will remember. Your brothers will take you there. What I'm saying, if you see those guys that you were playing for, tennis with on the street, can you recall their faces again? That was a very long time ago. You were just a kid. No.
I can't remember them. That has been a very, very long time ago. I cannot remember them. At all. I don't think they can remember me.
Who told you so? Funke, people that beat you, will forget. But those that you beat will never ever forget what you did to them. So forget it. And a young girl beating boys on the street, and you think they will forget you? Don't worry. After they will start getting out, telling you the date. Sebi, Obe told you the day you played, and then they were just supporting you. It was difficult, and they had that. Okay. You talked about. Okay. We are going to Bayelsa. The next caller is from Bayelsa. Hello. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Go on. Ask your question.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Daniel Obomobo.
Okay. I'm
calling from Unagua, Bayelsa State.
Oh, yeah, go on.
I want to ask the lady if... I want to ask I want to ask the woman in the studio if you have a team in Nigeria that we can enroll our children.
Okay.
That's just the question I want to ask. I want to ask if you have a team in Nigeria that OPEC team that is growing up that we can enroll our children.
She don't hear you. Funke, you they play for clubs for Germany. Do you have a club in Nigeria? That's the question.
Oh, I am so very sorry. I don't have a club in Nigeria. Yes. But one thing about this club thing is that everything it has to start from your local government. You need to talk to the chairman of your local government that they need to have a table tennis board somewhere with a coach. You understand where they can be training. It is very, very important. And I don't know where you say you're calling from. Wherever you're calling from,
it's from
Bayelsa. From Bayelsa.
Yes.
Oh my God! Please go and talk to the chairman of table tennis in Bayelsa. He's a great guy. They had a competition 2 weeks ago, top 16. My God. If you see the hall, the table tennis hall, superb, one of the best in Nigeria now, Please go and talk to the chairman. I'm so sorry that I forgot his name. Bayelsa is doing great with table tennis. And they will be very, very happy if you can take those kids to the sports center. They will be very, very happy to train the people you are talking about. Just tell them from Funke or Oshonaike. And the chairman table tennis association there will be very, very proud of you. I'm super sure of that. Okay, Assist, any question?
Yeah, I think I'm done with my question, really. I just want to commend you for what you've done over the years because, Funke, your name just resonates with everybody. Whenever people are talking about our female athletes who have done it all, I mean, your name actually, came to the fore. And I hope that, what you've done over the years, you'll be able to replicate and also influence other athletes to follow in your footsteps. Thank you so much. And, of course, wishing you all the best.
Funke, you heard that. She's wishing you well.
Thank you, Sisi. Sisi, you'll be supporting me all the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, I know the guys in the house, I don't know if they play table tennis. But
every guy of my age.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
What I'm trying to say is,
the Lagos you grew up in, you must play table tennis.
You must play table tennis there.
Every corner.
I'm speaking
in your schools.
You see, Funke, look at them. Look at what they are doing to me.
They must do it now. You're asking them.
Look at what they are doing to me.
Asking guys if they have computer game kids of these days.
You see, the thing is this. I know Funke of 5 years ago, I couldn't beat her. You understand? But what I'm saying is...
I don't understand.
No, I'm saying...
Okay, you want to claim ex-international too.
When next Funke comes to Lagos, I have my bat. We not back up bat we used before. But now I have my bat.
Call it rubber, not bat.
The real one, right?
The real one.
No, it's the fake one.
Ken, did you play on table or complex? Did you play on table or complex?
I'm telling you that you guys will officiate. I am going to play Funke. Okay, but let's take Victor is calling us first. Funke, wait, Victor they call first. Hello, Victor. Victor, how are you?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from Maryland, Lagos, sir.
From Maryland, okay.
Like, we have something like that in Ikosofe, which one of the honorable House of Rep doing.
Okay.
which Honorable Okonlawon.
Yep. Okay.
Is having a table tennis club. We have a lot of ladies there, under 18 and under 10, under 15. So, but what I'm saying here, like, how can someone like this madam can help us grow these children from this local area? For them to know that tennis can actually do something better, like what Toriola is doing in Lagos.
Yeah.
That is my question.
Also, I don't know.
Okay. Funke, Victor is saying we are used to importing internationals to come and start inspire our kids. And then we have somebody who can inspire them. When next you come in, or anytime you're coming to Nigeria, will you put it in your schedule so that you can visit some of these areas, or maybe have like how do we say it? Clinic. Like a clinic, then where you can talk to the next generation of tennis players.
Every time I come to Nigeria, I'm always doing a lot of things codedly. I think I've been to Nigeria this year. This is my third time of coming to Nigeria. I came to Nigeria doing the festival, and I know that maybe, I don't know if some of you people saw it, I know that I came with a lot of table tennis equipment, which are distributed to a lot of table tennis players in Nigeria, because a lot of them were in Abeokuta then, and I gave them a lot of things. And during the African Youth Championship 2 in Lagos, I still came with a lot of things, that I gave them. I don't, one thing about me is that I don't need to tell all the journalists and everybody that I want to do things. Come and video me. If some of them are there, sometimes I do post them on my Instagram or on Facebook, but I do that every year, every time with my ad and money. For Oshonaike, I think, Cecilia, I know you too, have a foundation that I normally help people, but then I've not been able to do my clinic or to competition because I've been in school for 3 years. And these 3 years, I don't spend money. I spent lots of money. I didn't see anybody to help me out. But thank God I've graduated right now. I can still be able to do things as from next year. And if there's anybody that wants Funke Oshonaike to come to Nigeria, to come and talk to the girls, or to come and do something, they can invite me, but they should not forget to. They have to send me a flight ticket.
That is normal. No, that is normal.
Are very, very important. And believe me, honestly, I will be here. I have all these. Those kids, they are my kids. They are my children. It hurts Funke Oshonaike so much to see that even nowadays, if you go to African Championship, it's very, very hard for us to win one gold medal. For me, it's a bad dream, and I can't wait for that time that we have to get back to the way it used to be before. If we can just win 3 gold medals, I'll be very happy. I know it's going to be hard right now to win the way it used to do before, 7 gold medals. If you can just win 3 or 4 gold medals, I'll be very happy. So that's why I keep saying that we need to start right now all over again, especially with the girls. The guys are good. The guys are doing their best. We have a lot of talent in Nigeria, but we need coaches. Somebody was talking about Segun Toriola. Segun Toriola is not he's not the Nigerian table tennis coach, but please, if they really want Segun Toriola to work, they need to give him a contract. He has to always be there. A lot of things going on. I think I better don't even go there. Let's continue talking about Funke Oshonaike.
All right. Thank you so much, Funke. I think this is where this is the right place for us to end it for today, because this talk now continue. You understand? And then whether you sneak in or you sneak out, I'm always knowing when you are entering Nigeria. So there is no way.
No, you didn't know.
All right. Thank you so much, Funke, for being our guest. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. Thank you, all of you there. I really appreciate from all the ways now. We don't pay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. And please wish me safe journey. I'm going back home.
Safe journey. You go land safely. Yeah, you land safely to Berlin.
To Hamburg, not Berlin. Thank you.
Okay, now Germany now. Not be Germany. All right. Thanks, Funke.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we called it for today. Thanks, Gary, very much for being here. Thank you, Funke, for being our guest. And then thank you to those of you at home for being part of the show. But 7 days, by 21st, when we'll come back, it will be the opening day of the AFCON. Until then, I'm Ken Oshonaike. God bless Nigeria.